Skipper, can you not right now? I'm recording. Not right now, please. Thank you. Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Nyla. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you are a returner and a subscriber, thank you for coming back and watching another one of my videos. If you are a returner but you haven't subscribed, I do not know what you are waiting on. Get to it. Subscribe. Join my little family that I'm building here. So yeah, today's video is an everyday makeup tutorial. I have one on my channel already, but it's 3 years old, so it was time for a refresher. It was time for an update. So I use different products now than I used obviously 3 years ago. More things have come out. My technique in terms of how I do my makeup is slightly different. Use different products, all that great jazz. So I decided to do an updated video. Now, listen to what I'm about to say. This is Nyla's version of an everyday makeup look. This might look like a lot to you, but this is an everyday look for me if we weren't in a panty right now. So I just want to show y'all how I do my everyday makeup. So if you're interested, keep watching. But before you move on and watch the rest of this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's get into my everyday makeup look. All right, y'all. I did my brows off camera. I used the Morphe micro brow pencil in the color Java. I used to use the Benefit pencil. They have two. I used to use the thinner one that looked like this. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I think I used number 4 or 5. But this Morphe one is a lot cheaper. And you can buy it at Ulta. I think it's like $5. I discovered it at the Morphe store in Houston a few years ago. And I think last year is when I noticed they started selling it in Ulta stores. Yes, I did my brows with that, and then I cleaned them up underneath. I don't do the top, I just like doing the bottom. I use the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Chestnut. So you can kind of see my mirror a little bit on the, well, it's my right side. I might be your left when I edit this. But anyways, it's on my right side. You can probably see my mirror a little bit. If you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking in the mirror, trying to make sure I can see what I'm doing. So even if you have to go to work or you're gonna chill at home on your couch, you might wanna do your makeup. So, you know, this is my everyday, emphasis, my Nyla, my everyday version of everyday makeup. So let's do foundation. We're gonna use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation in the color 420. I'm the same color in the original foundation she released, the matte version. I like this one a lot better, so that's what I use. I used to use a beauty blender to do my foundation, but I really love the brush that Rihanna released. This is the Fenty Beauty 115 foundation brush. I prefer to use this even with other brands of foundation. The other one that I use is the Bobbi Brown one. I prefer to use a brush over using a beauty blender for the purpose of blending out my foundation. So we're gonna do 3 little pumps. That's probably enough to cover my whole face. Again, if you see me looking this way, it's because I am looking in the mirror. Okay, foundation is done. Now we are going to highlight and contour. I did it when I was playing around my makeup like a week or so ago. I did my contour first and then my concealer. And I think the reason I did it that way was because I've been watching Aina and how she's been doing her makeup recently. She'll do it at the same time, but I feel like she blends out her contour first and then her highlight. So I want to do it that way. My face on camera, at least in the mirror, it looks a little kind of reddish, but it's fine because when I highlight everything, it'll bring everything together. So no big deal. So we are going to use, I used to use this a lot when I was really doing my makeup, and I recently got reacquainted with her like 2 weeks ago when I was just playing around my makeup, and it is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color Dark 46. I don't know if the numbering on them on these concealers has changed, but this concealer right here, she's bomb. Before I do that, let me contour. This is technically, this color could be a little darker. It's gonna be slightly, a tiny bit red when it should really have a gray undertone, but it's gonna work fine for my purposes because I use it all the time as a concealer, as a contour shade, so it'll be fine. This is the MAC Matchmaster Concealer in 9.0. When I don't use this, I use the Fenty Beauty Matchstick. I forgot whatever the darkest color is, but that is the other color that I will use, or the other concealer type product, stick product I will use to contour. So I'm gonna blend that out and then do my concealer. I like to use a brush versus my beauty blender for ooh, I kind of put it a little low on this side, but it's fine. I like to use a brush versus a beauty blender to do my contour. But circular motions. This one is a lot easier to blend than the Fenty Beauty concealer, but that color is a lot richer, and like when I really want to have a contour, baby, she will get the job done. That is a contour right there. Another good color for a contour if you want to do powder, this Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. I believe they sell this at Walmart and Target. That dark contour shade for, I think this is the medium to dark palette. That's a contour right there. But we're gonna do something a little softer because this is supposed to be everyday makeup. So I'm gonna finish blending this out and then I'll come back and put on my concealer for my highlight shade. So now we're gonna go in with our highlight shade. Yes, we are. Ignore my bad singing, but we're just gonna put it right here. And this concealer dries kind of quickly, so, but that's also okay. If you need to move it around more, you can just spray your beauty blender and it will do the trick. So I put it underneath my eyes, and now we're gonna do forehead, strip down my nose. I don't contour my nose. I like my Neewer nose. If you like to contour your nose, great for you. Nyla doesn't do it. I just like to highlight my nose. And then I'm gonna put a little concealer around here and then on my chin. So I'm going to blend this out off camera, and then we will, well, I'm gonna blend part of it on camera and then the rest off camera, and then we will be back. I might look a little light to y'all. Let's start that again. All right, I know I might look a tiny bit light, but don't worry. We not gonna have you out here looking like a ghost. I promise. So we are gonna bring warmth back to our face, but first I need to set my concealer, and so we are going to use Laura Mercier, the holy grail of setting powders. The Laura Mercier loose setting powder in the translucent shade. I know they came out with a dark version, and then they came out with one in between translucent and the dark shade. It might also be called Banana. I have a Fenty Beauty one that is Banana, but I kind of like the Laura Mercier one better. But this is the OG. I've been using her for a very long time. So she's my trusted steed. So what I do, take your beauty blender, you dip it in the Laura Mercier powder like so. You take, my camera doesn't want me to be great. You take the back of your hand, you dab the sponge on the back of your hand like this to get off the excess, and then you start placing it like so. Gotta get in them creases because around my nose is where I like to produce a lot of oil. Well, not me, my skin likes to produce a lot of oil. And then squeeze the sponge, put it in the powder again, then tap on your hand. A little bit more is too much on there. And then we're gonna go down the nose. Well, I do mine up. Other people might do theirs down. Ooh, baby, you look a little crooked. There we go. Okay. Then, because baby, I don't want a white cast. Oh, yes. I don't want a white cast on my face. So, what we are going to do now is take a brush, not that brush, take a brush. I like to wipe away my powder. So, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I meant to order the bigger version of this, and somehow I put the mini version in my Sephora cart. But you know, it is what it is. We already have it. We're gonna finish it. This is in the color Nutmeg. This is fairly close to my skin tone, which is why I'm using it to wipe away the powder. So, next up, we're gonna bronze. I was never really a bronze girl. I will be honest with you. I thought that was for the whites, but you know, companies are now making shades that are dark enough for, you know, those of us who have melanin, and not making them just for the melanin deficient. So, one of my, I have two bronzers that I really like. One I have from MORPHE, and then my go-to as of late has been the Fenty Beauty. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot of Fenty Beauty products being used in this video. Obviously, it's not sponsored. We haven't gotten to that level yet, but Rihanna, if you're watching, girl, I would love to receive some free PR. Send it my way. Happy to DM you, send you my address. I'm a fan. If you haven't noticed, your coffee book is also on my table. This is Rihanna Hive over here. Been a Navy fan, been a part of the Navy since day one. So if you would like to send me some Fenty Beauty products, just send them on over. But my go-to has been the Fenty Beauty STALK'R Instant Warmth Bronzer in Mocha Mommy. And it is like the perfect, I don't know why I closed the sorry, I'm like all over the place. I don't know why I closed the Laura Mercier powder because I have to use it to cut my, my contour like right under here so it can be sharp. Camera, stop doing that. We're gonna go kind of along where my contour is and then the outer perimeter part of your face. That is where the sun would typically hit. Also, the reason why you do all these steps, foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer, is because your face, no one's face, at least I would hope no one's face is one-dimensional, right? I just spit a little when I talk, yikes. No one's face is one-dimensional. So on my face, the middle part, the center, is typically what is the lightest, and then the perimeter of my face, and then I kind of somewhat have like a natural contour. That is what is darker on my face. So the reason you do all these things, all these steps when you do your makeup, is because yes, obviously people are gonna look at you and know you have makeup on, but your face is gonna look multi-dimensional because your natural face without any makeup products on is multi-dimensional. So we're taking the bronzer, tapping it off to the side, and we're gonna go to town. Okay, we're done bronzing. Who is sending me a message? Oh. We are done bronzing. We look a little golden. We got some, you know, warmth back to our face. We don't look like a mummy. We don't look like a ghost. That's what we're going for. So now what we are going to do, I might add a little bit of powder of the Laura Mercier again to lighten up a tiny bit to my face, but on camera it looks really good. We are now going to go back into the Laura Mercier and we're going to cut, right underneath. Yes, ma'am. And then we are going to go back into the Pro Filter Mini Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Nutmeg, again, since it's my skin tone. And we are going to, I'm actually going to use the excess that's in the top. We're going to wipe away that powder with this. Baby, you look real good. Camera, stop and cooperate with me. Why do you hate me today? I am gonna go in with that same powder, but all over my face, just to warm it up a bit more. I'm also going to do my lips. I'll tell you right now because I'm gonna do it off camera. And I might put on lashes because my lash extensions, it's time for a fill-in. Actually, it's time for a full set. And I want a volume set, so I want these to fall off so I can go do that. So that's why they haven't been done in like a few weeks. But my ultimate color combo, really for any look almost, because it's just my favorite. I love like a brown lip liner with some gloss. Baby, that right there, I'm tapping on my mirror for emphasis. That is the look. So, okay, I don't really like to support the Kardashian clan. I have my feelings about them, but what I will tell you, Kylie Cosmetics, these lip liners and her matte lipsticks, Kylie and Chris stuck their foot up in that. If they actually did any work to produce them, they stuck their foot in that. Apparently they use the same manufacturer or whatever as ColourPop, but I have been using ColourPop for a very long time, since it like really first came out. At least when I really started to hear about them and they started to pop a little bit, I think I was a sophomore or a junior in college. So that was around 2015, 2016-ish. But to do a comparison, because I used to use ColourPop like lip products, lip liner, and the lippy sticks, and the matte liquid lipsticks, baby, those were staples. Kylie Cosmetics, her lip liners and her lipsticks are better than ColourPop's. You can feel whatever way you want to feel about that. I don't really like to support them, but she gets the job done every single time. And then I feel like we have some OG classics that I like for my lips. I feel like you can never go wrong with NYX Butter Gloss. If you ain't never used this or you don't have it in your makeup arsenal, go to freaking Target, go to Ulta. I don't know if they sell this at Walmart, but I have seen it at Target and they definitely sell this shit at Ulta. Go get you some. A staple, baby. And it's cheap. It ain't never failed me, ever. Get it. So, the lip we will be doing today, which I will do off camera and come back, we are going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Creme Brulee, and then the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in True Brown K. That's gonna be the color combo for today. It really is my go-to in general, but especially for like an everyday look, if you don't want to do just gloss and you want to add some lip liner, that's the one. So let me go add some of this Fenty Beauty nutmeg powder all over my face, then do my lips. We'll see if I put lashes on, and then I will be right back. Oh, I'll probably highlight off camera too, and then I'll come back and tell you what I use if I do highlight off camera. But then I'll be back to close out this video. Alright y'all, so that is the end of this video. I feel one of my lash extensions in my eye. That is the end of this video. Also, my camera's dying, so I gotta be quick. I did also highlight off camera while I finished the rest of my face and put on lashes. So I used the Artist Couture and Jackie Aina collab Diamond Glow Powder in the shade LaBronze. I also have La Peach. Fantastic, phenomenal, bomb, one of the best collabs she's ever done. A stan. I'm a Jackie Aina stan. This is Jackie Aina stan account. But yeah, this is my completed everyday makeup look. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Don't think you're going anywhere without watching the other videos on my channel. Don't think you're going anywhere. There's gonna be one right up here somewhere on the screen. So get to watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.